RC Time Attack. What is this video all about? What are we trying to achieve here? I'm new to the world of RC racing and RC cars, and so I want to introduce you to a whole new concept. No longer throwing and bashing cars on tables. No, not going to open up the boxes. There's my boxes right there. What is this all about? We're not going to bash it. We're not going to trash it. We're not going to flip it. It's all been done before. If you want to see it, it's out there. The specifications of each car is out there. So what do we want to achieve here? Well, first and foremost, we want to see how these cars perform out of the box. When I buy this car, when I put the battery in, I take it out, how does it perform? Can I drive it easily? Is it fast as what is expected of it? Does it handle the conditions really well? So these are the things that we're going to be looking at. And then we're going to clarify all that with a very simple way. I've got a racetrack. It's just outside here. It's on my farm. And on that racetrack, we have got a couple of parameters. We've got a tight corner. We've got a long flowing corner. It's an oval track configuration. And what we want to achieve out of this, it's out of gravel. So it's a gravel surface. And we want to test the off-road capabilities of these cars. How well do they put the traction down? How well do they corner? How well do they take the tight stuff, and then coming out of the tight stuff, how do they put the power down? So these are the factors that we're going to be looking at in RC Time Attack. Once we are comfortable with testing the car, making certain changes, what we believe is going to work for the car and make it faster on our track, and once I am comfortable driving the car around the track, we will be doing a 3-lap hot laps, 3 hot laps, and out of the 3 hot laps, we will be taking the overall time from starting, from the start line, to finishing, and finishing with the brakes. So as we cross the line on the 3rd lap, we will hit the brakes, and when the car comes to standstill, that's when we will be recording the time and taking that time and then charting it. So I'll be putting up a chart against my wall over there. We'll be writing out who the fastest car was, when it was done, and then added to that, we want to add a factor that evaluates the car. So we look at the overall process. How did the car present itself when we opened the box? What did it achieve when we first drove it? And then give it an evaluation out of 100. So 70 to 100 would be a pretty good evaluation. And then lower down the ranks, if the lap time is not good enough and the evaluation is pretty good, you, the user of these cars, can then decide, yeah, you know, it was worth that money because of the XYZ quality of it and the performance of it. Maybe not the fastest car out there, but it's still good value for money. And that's really what we want to achieve at it. The stopwatch never lies in motorsport. I've been involved in motorsports for, almost 30 years. I was a professional racing driver for many, many years, made a living out of it. And so I want to take that experience and do setups without modifying the cars. We want to do setups without any modifications. So in other words, what is available to us on this car? Can we change the spring rate? Can we do slight wheel alignment changes to make the car handle better on our racetrack? And what did those changes do to the overall performance of the car? That information I'll give once we have tested the car and evaluated it. But here's another factor. As we go down the line, we'll be reverting back to these. So these are our first 2 cars. This is a Armour Senton. There is a VW Polo from MJX. Beautiful cars, very different. But we will do evaluation later down the line again to see how they perform. So that in this process where maybe I wasn't driving the car well at the time, or I haven't been used to it, although I'm doing a lot of practice before we make that first video to do our first test and evaluation. So a lot of factors into that I would like to re-look at down the road and say, yes, you know, that first test we did with the car is absolutely spot on, and you can take it from me that on the list that the car is a number 1 or number 2 or number 10 or number 15 or number 20. This is where we are with RC Time Attack. Subscribe so that you know when the next video comes, and enjoy this process. Very exciting. See you next time. Cheers.